Tirpitz was the second of the two Bismarck-class battleships built for the German Kriegsmarine during World War II. It was the largest warship built in Germany. Named in honor of Admiral Alfred von Tirpitz, the architect of the German Imperial Navy, the ship was put down in the shipyards in November 1936 and launched 2.5 years later, in April 1939. Finally, it entered service in the German fleet in February 1941. Like its sister ship Bismarck, the Tirpitz was armed with a 380mm 8-gun main battery and 4 double turrets. As a result of a series of modifications during the war, it became about 2,000 metric tons heavier than the Bismarck. The Tirpitz displaced 42,900 standard tons and 52,600 at full load. Its length was 251 meters, its beam was 36 meters, and its maximum draft was 10.6 meters. It was powered by 3 geared steam turbines that delivered a total of 163,026 horsepower, and propelled it to a top speed of 30.8 knots in its speed tests. Its standard crew was 103 officers and 1962 sailors. Initially, the Tirpitz was equipped with Fumo 23 radars mounted on the front, rear and hood rangefinders. In 1944, a Fumo 30 was mounted on its main mast, and a Fumo 213 was added to its 105mm flak aft rangefinders. From the moment he first entered the water, he became a serious threat to the Allied side, despite the fact that he spent most of his operational life anchored in the Norwegian fjords, on the lookout for Allies convoys that, during the German invasion of Russia, provided valuable logistical support to the communist troops. Its mere presence forced the Allies to maintain considerable forces in Scapa Flow that could have been used in other theaters of operations. The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom himself, Winston Churchill, came to call him the Beast. In September 1943, along with the battleship Scharnhorst, it bombed Allied positions on the island of Spitsbergen, the first time that the Tirpitz made use of its main batteries. On the night of September 19 to 20, 1943, several British mini-submarines launched attacks on Tirpitz with mines, but the crew discovered the plan and moved the battleship as fast as they could, and the timed explosion of the mines failed to seriously damage it. After being repaired, but not in a position to go out into the open sea, he was moved to Tromsø, also in Norway. A mistake that left him within reach of British planes, which subjected him to a series of massive aerial bombardments. On 12 November 1944, British Lancaster heavy bombers equipped with 5,400 kg towboy bombs sank the Tirpitz after landing 2 direct hits that flooded it, and quickly listed. By the time the bombs exploded, half of the crew members died instantly. The rest of the crew remained in their combat positions until they realized what was happening, and with little time began to look for the exit. In the end, they took the path from the bottom that had become the top. The objective was to get to the helmet to ask for help, and many did it. That was the tragic end of the battleship, just 4 years and 2 days after its completion. Throughout his career, he never sank or damaged an Allied ship, but he put his armed forces in check not because of his actions, but because of the fear inspired by his prodigious presence.